Apostle Paul said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against power, principalities, and against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. He speaks to us then about the armor, putting the entire armor on. And after he addresses that, he makes this statement, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for the saints. As we begin our devotion for this 21 days of prayer and fasting, I want to speak to you today about prayer. And it's something that I'm going to speak to that is something personal to me, what I've learned over 50 years of spending time with God, seeking Him. And maybe this will be helpful to some of you. Some of you will identify with it. I know early on when we talk about prayer, early on in my life, they'd say, well, let's go pray. And I would start immediately asking God for everything. Instead of stopping to give Him thanks, to wait in His presence to hear from Him. So as I went along in life in my spiritual growth, I began to understand that it's first to get in His presence, allow the mind of Christ to soak through and speak into your heart. I know we're talking about 21 days. 21 days, they say, is how many days it takes to develop a habit. Whether it's prayer, whether it's fasting. I would like to think that it's 21 days of time spent with the Lord where you can begin to hear His voice. And I used to pray just in random, and I would get rote after rote prayer, same thing over and over and over again. But then I learned to listen and hear what He wanted me to pray. Every time I heard in my spirit who or what to pray for, I could pray and realize that I was releasing God in the direction of that person or in the direction of that situation. So my encouragement to you as you begin this 2026 prayer and fasting is you spend time with God. Be quiet at first and allow Him to speak into your life. And there are many forms of prayer. I said pray with all prayer and supplication. And when I don't know how to pray, I pray in the Spirit. God baptized me in the Holy Spirit and gave me the spiritual language, and oftentimes I'll use that and lift that up. The good thing about it is when I'm praying to the Lord in the spiritual language, God knows it, but the enemy doesn't know what I'm praying. Even though I may not know what it is that God is praying through me, I know that the prayers are being answered. So I'm praying that you get filled with the Spirit this year, spend time with the Lord, and pray with all prayer and supplication. God bless you.